visit Jennifer's father. He's doing much better, thank God. So I'm gonna do a quick little live stream here. Call it Super Chats Can Accomplish Super Things. Now, what does that mean? You know, a lot of apes are struggling right now, and the truth is, my heart, it goes. I don't want no one to struggle. My heart goes out to you. I know how it feels to lose. I know that retail lost 350 billion in 2022, but it's like the way I see it is we got two choices. You could cry about it, you could get all down and depressed, or you could do something to make it better. You could do something to change it. Now, you may think, okay, this is where we have what's called a difference of opinion. Continuing to invest in the stock market, continuing to invest in the cryptocurrency market, which is the billionaire's game, is going to be what's going to fix it for you. I beg to differ. I'm sorry. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I feel it's corrupt. I feel it's rigged, and I feel you have no shot. Now, again, I'm not a financial planner, so don't listen to me. Don't listen to a single word I'm saying. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm an entertainer. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes only. But the way I see it is you got two types. You got the bosses and you got the sheeps. Okay, that's it. It's like you got someone who's the predator and you got someone who's the victim. That's it. So you got to ask yourself, do you want to be the predator? Do you want to be the victim? Do you want to be the boss or do you want to be the sheep? What's up, Angie? I love you too. See, I want to be the boss of bosses. You see, that's just me. I don't want to be controlled. I don't want no one controlling me. Okay, and that's exactly what happened with AMC. That's exactly what happened with all these meme stocks. We all got controlled. That's it. We got played, we got controlled, and we got flushed down the toilet bowl. That's it. And the thing is, why do you want to repeat it for? I just don't understand. Angie is the boss. You already are the boss, Angie. I love Angie. But I just don't understand. Like, it just makes absolutely no sense. You know what it is? You know what they say? There's nothing wrong with making mistakes. We're only human. And, human beings are bound. They made a song about it. Remember that song? I'm only human. I'm bound to make mistakes in the 80s. Listen, we're only human and we're going to make mistakes. What's up, Yeesh? I don't think AMC is going to start its run. And Trades is never right. Just so that you know, and Trades has been wrong about everything he's ever said. Remember that time before the 1 for 10 reverse stock split that And Trade said that AMC was going to 140. Remember that? Yeah, okay. That didn't happen. AMC went below $1. So, And Trades does not have a good track record of success. Um, I believe I believe that AMC will have its run when Adam Aaron steps down as CEO. That's what I believe it's going to take. See, I think AMC has everything going for it right now, believe it or not. Okay. They raised a ton of money when they sold the 40 million shares. They got about 800 million in the vault. They could sell up to another 350 million shares. And that's bad for us, but in a way, it's good. It's kind of like good and it's bad because it gives them the opportunity to raise billions and billions of dollars. The box office is doing phenomenal. There's only one thing right now that's not doing good in AMC. That's Adam friggin' pants down and run. Okay. That dude needs to step down. And that's why I reached out to Lou. I did. You see, because it just goes to show you that Lou is a fugazi. Lou is a fake. I made two videos. Lou has a bigger audience than me. He does. Look, I admit the truth. I said, Lou, why don't you make a motion, okay, to the board of directors? It just takes one AMC stockholder. Make a motion to remove Adam Aaron as CEO, and then get all of the thousands and thousands of apes to second the motion and vote him out. And I'll be one of them. The only reason I don't want to do it is because, look, I'm going to be honest with you. My experience dealing with the AMC apes, I don't know. They don't take nothing I say seriously. It's like I had to protest, one person came. I had to meet and greet, one person came. I mean, I just don't want to. I don't want to be bothered no more. I'll tell you the truth. I'm just look. The V for Victory project. You have to try to understand is a lifetime achievement goal for me. So this isn't something that I'm like depending on the apes for. Like I say, it just expedites the project. It expedites it. In other words, if people believe in me, if people love the Ape Father, if people really believe that I can do something great with the casino industry, the super chats expedites the process. But believe me, I'm going to be doing all the hard manual labor here. I'm going to be making tremendous amounts of videos. I'm going to be tremendous amounts of live streams. So I'm going to do a tremendous amount of work. Believe me. I think that AMC could do very, very well. I really do. But I don't think it's going to do well until Adam Aaron steps down. That's just my opinion. Look, I'm entitled to my opinion. You could have your opinion. Adam Aaron remaining in the CEO position, AMC's not going nowhere. That's just the way I see it. Because the guy is a disgrace. The guy is a buffoon. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion on it. The guy has done nothing but hurt retail, suck our blood like a friggin' vampire. And on top of it, the guy's a friggin' degenerate. You know what I mean? So it's just all bad combinations. He stepped down from the board of directors of a Norwegian cruise line. He needs to step down as AMC. But I don't think he's going to do it willingly. I think that we got to force him out. You know what I mean? And that's why I reached out to Lou, but Lou's not going to do anything. All Lou wants to do is suck Lou and make ad revenue. Those are the two things Lou wants to do: suck Lou and make ad revenue off YouTube. He doesn't want to do nothing else. So Lou is useless. I would do it, but again, I just don't want to waste my time. Look, I stood up for the apes. I stood up for all of you. And a lot of you made a jackass out of me. You want me to tell you the truth? You made a jackass out of me. I stood up. I was the first AMC ape to ever mention protesting. Look, nobody could deny that. You could all hate me. You could all say whatever you want to say bad about me. But I was the first AMC ape to mention protesting. Way before Mike the Marine, okay? And, you just let me down. You didn't come. You didn't come to the protest. So it just gets to a point where I say to myself, how much more do I want to involve myself in AMC? Not much more. I'm sorry. I don't want to be involved anymore. Okay. That's why now I give the reign to Lou. That's it. Lou is the big AMC YouTuber. Let him do something, but he won't do anything. If Adam Aaron steps down, you think AMC would be in the toilet? Yeesh. Go to a neurologist. Listen to me, brother. I'm not trying to upset you. Go get a brain scan, brother, because there's something not working upstairs. How could you? Okay, Adam Aaron caused all the problems for us. Are you smoking crack, brother? Seriously. Are you on drugs? It's okay. You can be honest with me. Are you sniffing lines of coke? Look. Adam Aaron stopped the Moaz. Listen to me, okay? The guy sold at 73. He stopped the AMC Moaz. He sold again in the 40s. He sold again in the 30s. He asked the apes if we wanted more delusion. We voted no. We all said no. The guy starts ape without asking our permission, okay? Then after that, okay, he starts the 1-for-10 reverse stock split where we lose 90% of our shares. Tony effing friggin' Denaro says there's no way after the 1-for-10 reverse stock split that AMC is going to go below $10. The thing went to $6, yeesh. It went to $6. Then he sells, hold on, let's think about this. He sells $50 million worth out of Aaron. 15, I'm talking about personally for himself, not for the corporation, personally for himself. $50 million worth of AMC. He pays himself a salary of 25, I'm talking about his total comp package, $25 million a year. Total compact package. Adam Aaron pays himself $25 million. You think that Adam Aaron? This is what I'm saying. Look, there's something wrong with people like you, brother. There's something wrong. You know what it is? You remind me of like an abused. Like you ever watch those like Lifetime movies? You ever watch those Lifetime movies and they have an abusive husband to women? The husband like beats the shit out of him. It's terrible. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing. I think any man that lays a hand on a woman is the lowest form of scum on earth, okay? But you watch these movies, right? The women, they stay with the husband no matter what the husband does. The guy could throw the woman out the window. The guy could try to run her over with a car. The guy could take a bat, chase her around the block. The guy could take a friggin' a chainsaw and like friggin' Leatherface and chase her around the block. And the woman will make excuses. She'll be like, no, he's having a bad day, my husband. He really, really loves. Yeesh, that's how you sound about Adam Aaron. Adam Aaron has done nothing but hurt us. He has done nothing but tear apart our lives. And you're still defending him. There's something mentally wrong with you, brother. And I don't care if you unsubscribe to me. I don't care if you leave my live stream. I don't give a shit. Go get your head friggin' checked out. Holy shit, man. Not in the case of Adam Aaron. He says stocks usually drop if CEOs step. Not in this case. Bro, there'll be a celebration if Adam Aaron resigns. Every single, look, let me tell you what I think happened here. Can I tell you what I think happened with the vote? 80% of people did not really vote. There's fucking bugs. Damn it, man. They come in, I gotta close this window. These friggin' bugs, I friggin' hate bugs. They come into my car, these mother effers. Get the F out of here, mother effer. But anyway, what I think happened is this. When they had the vote for the 1 for 10, right? 80% of people didn't vote. 80% of people. And then, unfortunately, the little people who did vote, like the Tony De Niro's and the friggin' Phil for Reals, these friggin' Mamalukes, they voted yes. And I really, me and Phil for Real, there was a time we were friends. We were actually friends, He convinced me, at one point I was a Mamaluke and I was in Robin Hood. And he convinced me to get into Fidelity. And I had a lot of respect for Phil for Real. But then for some reason, this friggin' guy became the biggest Adam Aaron friggin' groupie. I don't know what it was with him. He's like, this guy met Adam Aaron. He sat next to me. Oh my God. It's like he had like a little chubby. He had to run to the bathroom. He's like friggin' starstruck. No, listen to me. In the case of Adam Aaron, when he steps down, the true apes, the ones that actually are the real apes, are going to celebrate. Bro, this guy destroyed our lives. Come on. How could you give any credit to a guy who is profiting off our misery? He's profiting. Don't you understand? Listen to me. This goes back to my point. All of us lost a ton of money on AMC, right? Adam Aaron didn't lose a ton of money. Adam Aaron made $50 million. Adam Aaron is paying himself a comp package of $25 million a year. He's loving life, this friggin' guy. Do you understand that it's because of us that he made this money? I'll take the Alka-Seltzer, honey. Thank you. Just give me 1 second. Do you know it's because of us? AMC was on the verge of bankruptcy. It was on the verge of bankruptcy. We helped this guy put, in 2021, $2 billion in the vault. We saved his ass. We saved his company. And what's our thank you? Popcorn. That's our friggin' that's the thank you he gives us, popcorn. Come on, man. You can never say a good word about Adam Aaron. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Yeesh. I'm sorry if you're mad at me, but bro, that pissed me off. Salud, Gin Donnie. Go Alka-Seltzer here. The big Italian dinner, man. I can feel the acid reflux going away in my esophagus tonight. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Trades for days. You want to know a secret? I'm your father. You want to... That's a little secret you probably didn't know. Trades for days. I am your father. God bless you, Udahoob. Look, I'm sorry, but you have to understand I come from Brooklyn. And when you come from Brooklyn, there's effing flies. I can't stand them, man. They mother. You know this? I know for a fact that insects, I don't care. Insects have absolutely no intelligence. They have no intelligence. Because, let me prove it to you, right? There was this fly one time that flew into my car. And it's like I gave this freaking fly every opportunity to get out. Like I opened up the sunroof, I opened up four windows, and I literally for hours like gave this fly every friggin' opportunity to get out, and it just doesn't want to leave. You know, as it probably smells all the food, you know, that I'm transporting from the restaurants to my car and then to my house. But the thing is, it doesn't leave. It doesn't like see. I don't want to kill them. I don't believe it or not. I got a big heart. I don't even like killing insects. So I try my best to let them go free. I'm like, go free. I open up the sunroof. I open up the windows, but it doesn't effing leave. They don't leave, no matter what you do. It's like they just stay in the freaking car. You know it's true, Richie. But if you were my father, I don't know what to do with myself. Look, whenever you want a DNA test, you let me know. All right. Vladimir Pussin. It's here he goes. Vladimir, listen to me. I spoke to a few people about this already. Listen to me. It is ready in the state of New Jersey. I know you're not going to accept this. In the state of New Jersey, it is tax exempt to sell T-shirts. That's it. So this is the only thing I have to figure out. You know what I got to figure out? If I ship the T-shirts, is it taxable? I'm waiting on my accountant to get back. This is what my accountant told me so far. I'm going to tell you what he told me. He says if anyone in the state of New this he guaranteed me. He said if anyone in the state of New Jersey purchased a T-shirt from you, you ready? And I shipped it to New Jersey, it is tax exempt. That is a lot of people in New Jersey, millions and millions and millions of people. So maybe I'll start off. Maybe what I'll do with the T-shirt sales is I'm thinking about just focusing on New Jersey at first. So I'm telling you, it doesn't make a difference what you say. Listen to me. If I sell T-shirts, Vladimir Pussy, listen to me. If I sell T-shirts in the state of New Jersey, and I'm shipping them in the state of New Jersey, that you do not need a license, you do not need nothing, and it is tax exempt. The only question, here's the question. The question is if I ship the T-shirts out of state, which I'm waiting on an answer for that. I got to get back to you on that one. Is it taxable? I think it is. I think that's where you're going to get caught with your pants down like Adam Aaron. So in other words, if someone in like Florida, you understand, buys a shirt and I'm shipping it to Florida, it's taxable. But in the state of New Jersey, it is tax exempt. Listen to me, Vladimir Putin. I've already done the due diligence on this. You don't need a license. Listen to me. You don't need nothing in the state of Jersey. Brother, anyone could buy a t-shirt for me in the state of New Jersey. I don't have to report UGATs. I don't have to report nothing. Do you hear me? I don't. I'm actually saying this video to you live. Listen to me. I don't have to report nothing. It's tax exempt in the state of New Jersey. So you could keep repeating yourself a million times, you friggin' moron. And I am telling you that in the state of New Jersey, it is tax exempt and you do not need a license and you don't need to report it. But what I'm waiting on, okay, here's what I'm waiting on, is what exactly is the rules if someone initiates the sale in the state of New Jersey, but you're shipping it to another state. That might be where you have a point. That might be. So it's a simple solution. You want to hear what I'll do? I'll only sell my shirts in Jersey. Listen, there's enough people to look. Let's be honest. You won't make fun of me, right? Can we be honest with each other? You won't make fun of me like Apefather. You're not going to sell a lot of T-shirts anyway, right? You're going to sell 2 or 3 or 4 T-shirts, right? Isn't that what you all say? Okay. Well, I don't know how many people are in the state of New Jersey. How many people? 7 million, 8 million people. There's a lot of people. So I certainly think that New Jersey, just a state. So if I just focused on, right, which I think I'm going to do, Vladimir Putin, I'm just going to focus on the state of New Jersey selling my T-shirts. I think that's going to keep me busy for a while. What do you think? There's 7, 8 million people. So I can promote this to business owners. I can promote this to New Jersey residents. And Vladimir Putin, I hate to break it to you, brother. I hate to break it to you, but I don't have to report it. I don't need a license. It is completely legal and it is completely tax exempt if I only focus on New Jersey. Sorry to break it to you, brother. It is correct. All right, Vladimir, look, listen, you're 100% wrong on this. You're 100% wrong on this. So you could say whatever you want, and I know you're gonna keep repeating yourself. I already did the due diligence. Okay, so you can say whatever you want. If someone purchases a T-shirt, it doesn't make a difference if it's online. It doesn't make a difference if they come to my house. If I'm having an effing garage sale, listen to me. You don't have to report it. Okay. Oh, now this is not the case in every state. Okay. Many states, yes, you're 100% right. I would say the majority of the states, but not New Jersey. It's like you just won't accept reality. Vladimir, what's wrong with you? Why can't you just accept reality? Like, is it like, did you fall like off a tree when you were a kid or some shit? Like, you know what I can't stand about haters? Listen to me. Can I tell you what I can't stand about all you people? When I'm right, why can't you just give me right? Like, why can't you just say, Apefather, you're right? Like, look, why can't we be fair? Why can't we be fair with each other? When you're right about things, I admit it. I admit the truth. But when I'm right about things, it's like you can't accept this guy, Vladimir Pussy, cannot accept that I'm right on this. He can't accept. In the state of New Jersey, you don't need a license. There is no taxes on selling t-shirts. That's it. But he won't accept it. And he'll just keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. So at some point, what do we have to do? We have to give up and either boot him the F off the live stream or ignore him. Look at what Jared is saying. See, Jared, you hear Jared? Clothing is sales tax exempt in New Jersey. It's actually not true, Jared. What's up, Back to the Future? The one and only Apefather in the house, baby. There are certain clothings that are taxable. Like I was reading something to do with fur. Like I guess if you're selling like a fur coat or some shit. So if you're selling clothing in the state of New Jersey that has fur on it, you have to pay taxes. But if you're selling like t-shirts, no, it's tax exempt. It's tax exempt. No, but you could sell it trades for days. You could sell it online. This is the thing. As long as it's Jersey to Jersey. So, like, let me give you an example. Let's say a New Jersey resident sees one of my videos. Hear me out. And they decide, but they reside in New Jersey. And they decide they want to buy my t-shirt, right? So as long as it's Jersey to Jersey, meaning that they buy it in the state of Jersey and I ship it to their Jersey residents, I don't have to have a garage sale. I can mention it online. So what I'm going to probably do is just stick with Jersey. Listen, I think New Jersey will keep me busy. I think New Jersey, and maybe in a way it actually works for the V for Victory project because, hey, I am considering Atlantic City. You know what I mean? So it might actually work out. We'll see what happens. See, even Back to the Future says it. In New Jersey, there's no sales tax on clothing, period. Vladimir Pussett, are you reading all of these comments, Vladimir? No, but Vladimir, aren't you reading all these comments? Do you at least admit that you're wrong on this? Do you at least admit? Let's see if Vladimir Pussett for the first time could actually admit he's wrong. Do you admit you're wrong in the state of New Jersey that it is tax exempt when you sell t-shirts? Do you admit that you're wrong? We need a father for XRP. You got one, Lou. Lou is your father for XRP. Carlos, are you an educated person? Like from a scale, let me ask you a question. From a scale to 1 to 10, what would you give yourself as far as intelligence? Like 10 being the smartest guy in the world, 1 being the dumbest mother effer on earth. I'm just asking you, what would you rate yourself from a scale to 1 to 10 in terms of intellect? Jared says he does screen printing in New Jersey and we do not charge tax on the shirt. There you go. Is this Jared from the Rare? Is this Jared from the Rare restaurant? Or is this just another random Jared? Because I haven't spoken to you in a long time. I am gonna make videos pitching my shirts. I'm gonna call it Jersey T-shirts. That's it, baby. Only in the state of New Jersey. I'm not gonna sell T-shirts in any other state. Just Jersey. But anyway, or you're a random Jared. There's another guy. He's a great friend of mine. He's from the Rare Restaurant in Long Beach Island. But you're my friend too, Jared. Back to the Future is my brother. I love. So Carlos, I'm still waiting for an answer. Intellect level 1 to 10. 1 being the dumbest mother effer, 10 being very smart. Where do you rate yourself? Because let me explain to you what's going on with XRP specifically. Okay. You know what the problem is? If you're going to invest in cryptocurrencies, which I don't recommend, it's not for me. Why would you pick one that has a circulating supply of 53 billion? Do you understand the circulating supply for XRP is 53 billion, you mother effer? Thank you, Back to the Future. Do you understand it is physically impossible for this thing to go high? The circulating supply for XRP is 53 billion friggin' coins, you sick mother effer. This is what I'm saying. It's the low intellect people. It's people that are dumb that invest in this thing. It's impossible. Listen to me. XRP, let me tell you what's going to happen. Are you ready? At the very, very best, at the very best, you'll see it at like $2. And I'm saying that'd be like a miracle. Like Bitcoin would be at like $1 million, I say, if XRP is at $2. It's just that's it. You want to laugh? Back to the Future does what he can, okay, and you do nothing. Okay, so in other words, you should be laughing at yourself trade for days. Back to the Future is the man. He's my brother. He does what he can, and he's consistent, and I love him, and I appreciate Back to the Future, and I don't forget him. You should be laughing at yourself. That you guys got the wrong enemy. Listen to me. The Apefather is not your enemy. The Apefather is basically your brother, but you don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. You think I'm some kind of a friggin' con man. You know what a con man is? Listen to me. Ken Griffin. He's the con man. See, you got it all mixed up. I didn't take $350 billion of your money. He did, along with all the short sellers and along with all the hedge funds. But for some reason, you give this, you know what I find amazing? Like, you give Ken Griffin credit. People say he's an American success story. He's a genius. He's all this. The guy is as crooked as Bernie Madoff, in my opinion. I guarantee you that one day you're gonna say, I'd say it's alleged, but one day it's gonna come out. Okay, what a piece of shit this guy is. It's just the thing is, this guy, he's got so much money, and he's got so much power, and he's got so much influence that he's able to get away with all of this effing shit. But he's the enemy. Citadel is this is how I know in my heart that none of you are real apes. Or any of you who give Ken Griffin credit, any of you who say he's a genius, you're not an ape. You never invested in AMC. You're not real. You probably, I call you Citadel snakes. You probably work for Ken Griffin. I should do an IQ test here. We'll do it together. Me and you, Vladimir Pussy. We'll do it together at the same time. Vladimir Pussy, my IQ is very high. Do you want to know how? Listen to me. I am a genius piano player. Now, you don't understand something. Listen to me. Music, to become a serious pianist, and this is no joking, you have to have a very high IQ. Now, I am not talking about a guy who plays friggin' jingle bells on the piano, okay? I'm talking about somebody who could play like Chick Corea, Herbie Hancock, Keith Jarrett, okay? You have to have an extremely high IQ, okay, in terms of music technique and music theory. Believe me, bro, if I talked music with you, you would faint on the floor how far my intellect is. So I'm very, very smart. Back to the Future. I had over 300 shares of AMC. It wasn't cheap for myself. Oh man, I mean, I understand Back to the Future, but you know, you're at least an ape. You tried. We all tried. Look, you want to know what it is? Listen to me. And I say it once, I say it 1,000 times. It wasn't the movement that was the problem. I wish that all of you see, Back to the Future gets it. He gets it. It wasn't the movement. The movement was right. All of us working together was right. Apes together strong was right. It was the industry that was wrong. That's it. See, none of us realized that we were being controlled. None of us realized that we were sheep. and we got slaughtered. Sheep get slaughtered. See, if we would have did the same exact thing in the casino industry, like I told you, we would have a dynasty right now. We would all be living, oh my God, the greatest lives in the world. We would be kings. We would be the ladies would be queens. We'd be royalty. Seriously, we would be at highest level of success in the whole world if we just did what we did at AMC in the casino industry. But unfortunately, what are you going to do? It is what it is. We made a mistake. But it's okay to make a mistake. But why repeat it? You see these same Mamalukes doing the same effing shit. They're doing the same shit. They got their Robinhood accounts, their Webull accounts. They're listening to Lou at XRP. I could put $100 at XRP. I'm going to be a billionaire. I mean, these people are psychotic. They're Norman Bates lunatics, man. But it's okay. Listen to me. Back to the future. If it makes you feel any better, listen to me. I lost over $200,000 in AMC. Okay. So, and I'm just telling you that it's okay. It is. It is. I know people say that's not okay that you lost. You know why it's okay? Because in life, you need to have what's called life experience, and you need to have what's called a learning lesson. And what I learned is that there are certain industries that are corrupt. There are certain industries that you just can't win in because it's not a fair playing field. That's what I'm trying to make you understand. Look, Ken Griffin was even giving us all the signals. We weren't listening. We weren't listening. Like he used to do interviews, and they were like, if a regular person, an average Joe, I think they use the analogy of a senior citizen. The senior citizen invested in the stock market. Can they beat you? And Ken Griffin said, well, let me put it to you this way. If I had a golf match with Tiger Woods, would I win? No. So he's basically telling you, okay, you have to understand something. Listen to me. How can you win, okay, where this is going on? I want you to think about this. Okay, again, I'm going to say this is alleged. I have to say just to protect myself legally. I'm going to say it's alleged. But imagine that you could go out, you're a hedge fund, right? And you could borrow an unlimited amount of promissory notes, an unlimited amount of synthetic shares. Did you hear what I said? Unlimited. Meaning that you could just, it doesn't matter if the float is 500 million shares, that shit doesn't matter. You could borrow 5 trillion freaking shares. An unlimited amount of promissory notes, and you just dump it on this stock. Don't you see what happens? It doesn't matter if retail owns the float. It doesn't matter that we're all holding because it's going to be like an avalanche. You understand? All of these promissory notes, all of these fake Fugazi shares are going to push the stock down to virtually nothing. And then you know what's great? They don't even have to pay interest on it. They don't have to pay any interest. People, they don't understand on synthetics. You don't pay interest. All these stupid YouTubers, they don't get it. So what you don't understand is that it's impossible to win. How could you compete with that? How could you compete with that where somebody has this unlimited amount of promissory notes that they can fucking blast down on the stock and make it fall to the bottom of the ocean? Nah, my casino won't fail. You don't have any skills besides Vladimir Putin. I am an accomplished pianist. That is a skill. Okay, it is a skill to be an accomplished pianist. Okay, it is a skill. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you play the piano better than me? I had this one hater named Vera, who actually thought he could play the piano better than me, and I gave him a competition to play Autumn Leaves. It's like this jazz song where he had to play the bass in his left hand, the chords in his right hand, the melody and solo at a very fast tempo. And I offered him $1,000 if he could do it. He never got back to me. So that's a skill. I have won many of competitions. I was chosen at the age of 18 years old out of 500 pianists in New York City to be in the all-city New York City Jazz Band. And I played at Carnegie Hall. I played at Lincoln Center. Yes. Okay. I've done a lot in my life. It's crazy, this guy, Vladimir Putin. But anyway, getting back, Vladimir, my life and your life is very simple. Listen to me. I'm a winner and you're a loser. So that's what separates me from you. You understand? Look, I feel bad for you, brother. I really do. I love this guy, Back to the Future. He's the only one who supports me. I got to do something big for this guy. I love him. Trades for Days, will you super chat now? Trades for Days won't super chat because it's a combination of he's broke, and it's a combination that most likely he works for Citadel. This guy, he works for Ken Griffin. He makes $15 an hour. Sean Bitten said that you have zero real life friends. Look, you know what the problem is with you, John? We've gone over this so many times, but you keep saying the same things. I am married. I'm 46 years old. Listen to me. I have two children. Life changes, brother. Life changes when you're married and you have two kids. But bro, all of my friends, they're married, they got kids. We do once in a while we get together, but no, and that's not like the old. Bro, when I wasn't married, I was the most popular guy in high school. What are you talking about? Everybody was my friend. I was a king. I was a king in high school. I'm married with kids now. This guy, I don't know what's wrong with you, brother. I'm a married man. I have a family. That's my priority. My priority is my family. This guy's nuts. I just don't look, you know what it is? I just don't understand something so simple. Okay. Let me ask you all a question. You see how Back to the Future gave me $3? Okay. So can we talk about this for a second? Back to the Future. The $3 that you gave me, right? It's not affecting your life in any way, correct? Like you're not suffering. You're not going to be, in the street begging for food, right? With a cup in your hand, right? The $3, it's like nothing to him. But this is what people don't understand. If millions and millions and millions of people would do the same thing that he's doing, we could start to accomplish something. We could start to make something happen. And you know what you don't understand is once we make something happen, we can build on it. Okay, you just don't get it. You're in the wrong industries, all you idiots. You're in the wrong industries. Stock market is corrupt. Cryptocurrencies is the billionaire's game. You're not a billionaire, you're not going to win. That's it. These billionaires, they manipulate all of these friggin' cryptocurrencies. They go in, they unload. You never know what's going to happen with these people. Okay, it's like you're all trying to win battles that you can't win. Why don't you instead actually fight a battle that you could win? You understand? Here's a battle that you could win. We are the boss of bosses. We make the decisions. We cut out all the corruption. There's no more Ken Griffin. There's no more billionaires who could unload on us and who could destroy us. There's no Gary Gensler. There's no DTCC. There's no friggin' New York Stock Exchange that could hold stocks. It's like, I just don't understand why you can't understand this. Why can't you understand this? There's no FINRA. Okay? We are the boss of the bosses. We run the show. But instead, it's like you choose to be sheep. You choose to be friggin' sheep. And sheep get slaughtered. That's bottom line. Vladimir, you're not understanding something. Listen to me, you friggin' psychopathic lunatic. Every business has regulations, but the house always wins. The house always wins. That's the bottom line. Listen to me. New Jersey made so much friggin' tax, okay, off the casinos in Atlantic City that they literally fund all of the senior citizen programs, for senior citizens that need financial assistance, such as, Accessoride and Medicaid and all kinds of things. The money that they're making from the casinos in taxes, it literally helps all the senior citizens in New Jersey. So don't tell me about, anything bad. The casinos are making New Jersey so much money in tax that regulations or no regulations, New Jersey loves the casinos. Loves them. Because they make a effing fortune from taxes from them, okay? Yeah, that's another thing. People keep calling super chats. I get this all the time. They call them investments. It's not an investment. They call it donations. It's not a donation, okay? I am not a non-for-profit company. I'm not a 501c. It is tips for entertainment purposes only. They're just saying that Back to the Future because they're trying to get me in trouble. That's what it is. These haters want in some way, shape, or form to get me in trouble. That's what it is. No matter how many times I say it, they just want to get me in trouble. Jeff, in your early videos, you said AMC paid for your house. Okay. How many times do I have to go over this? And I never said it paid for my house. I said it paid for improvements. Improvements. This is the key. I owned AMC in 2020. I proved all of this, Jeff. I made videos on it. Remember that time when me and Teddy Zane were having a beef on it? I showed all of you that I owned AMC. I had 5,000 shares in 2020. This was before I understood anything. I didn't know what was going on with the 8 movement. I also owned a lot of other stocks. I owned Tesla. I owned Avis. Okay. And I did sell AMC and make a profit back in 2020. And another thing, I made a profit on Avis that I want to put a bullet in my head. You want to hear what the stupidest decision I ever made in my life? What, right? I had 5,000 shares of Avis. It was below 10. I think I sold it at like 13. I think I made like 15 or 20,000 on it. I can't remember, something like that. Avis went, when it had that short squeeze, went to over $500. I would have made $2.5, $3 million if I would have just held the shares I had. So once again, people don't understand. I owned AMC in 2020. I sold it for a profit. I got back into it in 2021. The money I made in 2020 went to home improvements. Okay, does that answer your question, Jeff? You're wrong, Vladimir Putin. Disclaimers mean everything. Bro, you want me to prove it to you? Okay, casinos have disclaimers. Everywhere you look, it says that gambling is for entertainment purposes only. It says it everywhere. Okay. I don't want to tell a story again, but I'll give you an example. I'll just a quick story because I hate repeating this. I said it a million times. I was at Atlantic City one time. I put $200. I believe it was on 19. Okay. There's times I hit, but this one particular time, the ball goes into 19. Now, 35 to 1 payout, I win $7,000, right? It's spinning, it's staying, the ball's staying at 19 for like 10 seconds. I'm like, I won, everybody's clapping at the table. The pit boss comes over, I never will forget this, and he raises his hand, right? And then something like magically happened. The ball popped out of 19 and went into 31, and then he goes like this, bet called. And I said, what just happened? He goes, you lost. I was like, wait a minute. The ball was in 19 for 10 seconds. He goes, yeah, but it popped out. I go, but how is that possible? I said, even the board, I was looking at the board, and the board popped up number 19. He said, sir, please read our disclaimer. And on the bottom of the board, it says, this machine does not guarantee its accuracy. Okay, whatever. Entertainment purposes only. Gambling is entertainment purposes only. And this machine can, make a mistake. So guess what? That's called the disclaimer. So I can't sue them. There was nothing I could do. Okay, Vladimir Putin, there's nothing you could do because they have a disclaimer. So you're wrong. When you have a disclaimer, you have protection. You're wrong. You're 100% wrong. Listen, let me give you an example of what I mean. Let me give you an example. Okay. If I said to you, ready? I'm not a financial planner. Listen to me. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer. That's what I'm an entertainer, right? Now, let's say I think AMC is going to $100,000 a share. So now you invest money because of me, because you're listening to me. You're like, yeah, Apefather. Okay, you try to sue me. Okay, do it. Okay, because you're going to see the judge is going to say, but he was perfectly transparent with you that he is not to be taken seriously. He is not a financial planner. He doesn't give financial advice, and he's an entertainer. Not to mention, I act like a lunatic all the time. So you're 100% wrong. What's bullshit? This guy's always complaining about something, this friggin' guy. Can I tell you something? Donald Trump is exactly right. Can I tell you something about Donald Trump? Listen to me, and I don't care if I don't really want to get into politics. Okay, but can we talk about this for a second? How could you not blame the banks, okay, a little bit, and the accountants a little bit? Why is it only Donald J. Trump's fault? Like, let me ask you a question. If you apply for a loan, right? Isn't it the bank's responsibility? Just hear me out for a second. Isn't it the bank's responsibility to make sure that you have the income, that you have the credit, and that you have the financial stability, okay, to pay back that loan? Okay, so the way that they're presenting it is like the banks just blindly gave out a loan to Donald Trump and took his word for it. In other words, he inflated his net worth. And the banks just gave him money. But isn't it the bank's responsibility? This is what I'm asking all of you. Isn't it the bank's responsibility to conduct an appraisal? Isn't it the bank's responsibility to go through his books and then make sure that everything he's saying is true? Now, another thing was Donald Trump had a disclaimer. The people don't even know this. He had a disclaimer that he gave to the banks that he actually said that do not believe anything I say. He actually, listen to this. He had a disclaimer that the bank signed, and he said, I am most likely inflating my net worth, and nothing that is on this contract is real. I swear, at first I didn't believe it, but he really actually had this disclaimer. So the bank signed that. The bank signed that disclaimer, and the banks gave him a loan. Now it gets even better, okay? He paid back the loan in full. Now, I can understand if maybe he defaulted on the loan, okay, but he didn't default on the loan. He paid back the banks in full. So what did he do wrong? If he's telling the banks in black and white that I'm lying to you, right? That's what he did. Donald Trump told the banks in black and white, I'm lying to you, don't listen to me, I'm inflating my net worth, nothing I'm saying is true. The banks did not question Donald Trump, they didn't do an appraisal, they didn't look into his books, they just gave him the money. So how is it Donald Trump's fault, you friggin' idiots? Explain it to me. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you people are so stupid. You know what it is? You hate this guy so much. You hate this guy so much that you're blinded by actual facts. And you want to know what the truth is? Okay. The judge claims that Mar-a-Lago was worth like something like $20 million. He was going by the tax assessor's assessment in West Palm Beach, Florida. There is no way that Mar-a-Lago is worth that little money. There's no way. It's impossible. The top real estate brokers, who are also members of Mar-a-Lago, say that thing would go for hundreds of millions. Now, I will admit to you that when he said it was worth 1.5 billion, that's crazy. Okay, I love Donald Trump, but I'm telling you, there is no way. The thing is, he's acting like it's a private residence. Mar-a-Lago is not a private residence. Mar-a-Lago is zoned as a club. You understand? So that changes the value of the property. But there's no way it's $20 million. Come on. That Mar-a-Lago is worth anywhere between $200 to $500 million. 100%. 100%. Okay? But it's not worth 1.5 billion. Okay? Listen, but all right, let me ask you this question. Donald Trump has been lying about his net worth since he started his career in the 70s. You want to hear something that people don't even know? When Donald Trump first started off, he had absolutely no money to his name. He was acting like he was the owner of all the Trump real estate that in actuality his father, Fred Trump, owned. Fred Trump owned all of the Brooklyn, real estate, Trump Village. He owned all of the Queens, the lower affordable housing. It was all owned by Fred Trump. But Donald went to Forbes magazine. Donald went to all of these, big shot banks and everything. And he was telling them, this is my, I own all of it. And the thing is, his father was a great father. I mean, what a one of a kind father that Donald had. His father vouched for him. You understand? His father vouched for him. His father gave him the golden carpet. No other father on earth would do what Fred Trump did for Donald. And that's the only thing I have against Donald. When he says he's a self-made man, he's got to give his father the credit. Without his father, Donald would not be who he is today. Okay, his father gave him everything. Like when his casinos were losing money, the father came with friggin' $3 million for him and gave him money. The father, here's an example: the father co-signed all the loans. People don't know this. Fred Trump co-signed everything. When Donald built the Commodore Hotel, excuse me, the Grand Hyatt. When he built the Grand Hyatt, which was the formerly the Commodore Hotel, guess who signed the loan? It was Fred Trump. Fred Trump got him all the money. When Donald built Trump Tower, guess who co-signed the loan? Fred Trump. So I mean, I'm just saying, look, I love Donald, I love him, but he's not a self-made man, and he shouldn't say that. He's got to give his father a little credit. But anyway, that's it. Tell this to the judge. Don't you find this all weird that this is happening during a time where we're right at election time? You don't see what's happening, huh? There you listen to me. Why is Donald Trump facing all of these criminal charges, all of these federal charges, all of these indictments now? You don't think it's a little ironic? You don't think it's a little ironic? He's been inflating his net worth since he started his career in the 1970s. Why now? Why now is he getting in all this trouble? I mean, seriously, why didn't they investigate him in the 70s? Why didn't they indict him in the 80s? Why didn't they indict him in the 90s? Why didn't they indict him in the early 2000s? Why is it now? The guy's been in business for 50 years. Why now? That's all I have to say. Because they couldn't catch him. No, that's bullshit. Listen, at any time, they could have opened up his books. At any time. Stop it. You're just talking like a fool now. At any time, they could have opened up his books and they could have proved that he was lying. Okay, look, they're going after him because they don't want him to be president. That's it. But you want to know what the ironic thing is that no matter how hard they're trying, his popularity is growing. You heard today that Mike Pence just dropped out, right? I mean, Mike Pence is out of his mind. I don't know what he was thinking that he wanted to run for the Republican nominee and president of the United States. I mean, everybody hates Mike Pence. Like, he's the most hated man of the Republicans. Like, he's the Benedict Arnold. Okay, and this guy, I mean, I laughed when he wanted to run. I was dying laughing. Anyway, he dropped out. Mike Pence officially dropped out today. Big surprise. But that's what my point is. Listen to me. They're breaking Donald Trump's balls because he is a threat. Listen to me. Donald Trump is a threat because he could win. Okay, and you know what? Don't you want Donald Trump back anyway? Everything was better when Donald Trump was the president. I mean, the economy was better. There was no wars. You know what I mean? There was unemployment was at its lowest rate. We had peace. Everything, it just life in general, it was better. You look at what's happening under Joe Biden right now. I mean, look at what's happening with Israel, and look at what's happening with inflation, and look at what's happening with our stock market. I was reading this article that this gentleman said that he lost literally his whole 401k. Since Joe Biden came into office, he lost all his money. You know what I mean? So look, I don't want to get into politics, but anybody who thinks it's better under Joe Biden is psychopathic. The guy's destroying our country. I mean, again, it's just my opinion. Again, I'm not giving financial advice. I'm not giving political advice. It's just my opinion. I don't think Donald Trump is. Look, can I just tell you what Donald Trump is? Okay. Because I want you to know I know more about Donald Trump than any one of you. I know more about Donald Trump than people who work for Donald Trump. Okay, one time I had an appointment. I told you I used to work in real estate marketing, and I sold Jared Kushner and Charlie Kushner. I sold them a marketing package, right? And because of that, I got an appointment with Amanda Miller, who was the vice president of marketing at the Trump organization. And I was she was the lady who played the secretary on The Apprentice. As soon as you walked in, remember the front desk. Amanda Miller was the secretary. She loved me, Amanda. Okay, and I just was talking about like the Trump history, with her. She couldn't believe how much I knew about Donald Trump. She was like, "We should hire you." She was like, she was like, "You know so." And I met Donald Trump that day. It was so funny. What happened was he was passing by, and I had all of my marketing material, that we were rebranding the Trump logo. And I said, Mrs. Trump, now Amanda was right next to me when all of this happened, and my associate Megan. So I said, Mrs. Trump, I'm here with Amanda Miller. I'd like to show you some of our marketing ideas. He stopped. I stopped Donald Trump. And I spoke to him for 5 minutes, and I was showing him everything. He shook my hand. He goes, "It looks great." He goes, "Keep up the good work." And I remember what Amanda Miller told me. She goes, "There's something very special about you," she said to me. She says, "I have not seen Donald Trump stop for world leaders." This is what she told me. She goes, "You stopped him." And even my associate Megan was like that. She was like flabbergasted. She's like, "Look, you know what it is with me? I'm not intimidated by anybody. I don't care who you are. I'm not intimidated by. I'll tell you what. I know you're not going to think it's true. I scared Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro, he was in Columbus Avenue, New York, filming a movie. A buddy of mine, Steve, knew his security guard, right? So the security guard was talking to us. He was like, "Look, let me go up to Bobby. Let me talk to him. Don't approach him." But I'm not going to listen. I'm not. I'm a big, gigantic Robert De Niro fan. So as soon as he gets off the trailer, right? I had a long trench coat. I looked like a gangster. You understand? I had my hands in my pocket as if like I had a weapon or something, and I was running towards Robert De Niro. He looked at me. He dropped his coffee. He started running. He started jetting. He thought I was gonna like whack him or something, right? So anyway, the security guy's like, "No, no, no." Long story short, he spoke to Robert De Niro. He goes, "They're good people. I know this guy for freaking 30 years, my friend Steve." He goes, "They're so sorry. They were just excited to see you." Robert De Niro came up to me and he kissed me. I saw that like beauty mark he has. He kissed me on the cheek. I said to him, "God bless you." At the time, he was getting his Lifetime Achievement Award. I said, "Nobody deserves it more than you." I said, "I apologize if I startled you. I just said, you're a legend." I said, "You're my hero." I just was so excited to meet you. And he gave me a kiss. I'm telling you the truth, though. It's no bullshit. I know you think I'm bullshitting you, but it's the truth. But the thing is, I'm trying to make a point to all of you. This is why you need to elect me to be the first ape in Las Vegas. See, because you have to understand, I'm not intimidated by nobody. I'm not intimidated by Ken. Ken Griffin would be petrified of me. He'd be petrified of me. I am not intimidated by nobody. See, people out there, they don't have the size of my balls. They don't. And that's why I have to be the first ape. It has to be me. I have to be the first ape to enter the Las Vegas casino industry or Atlantic City. We'll see. We'll see which way it's going to go. And I promise you that on the second project, I will meet with a securities firm. I will put together a prospectus for all of you to get involved. It has to be approved by the SEC. Has to be, once it's approved, I will give all of you an opportunity, project number 2, to get involved. But you see, all you're doing by not giving me super chats and not supporting me is you're procrastinating, and you don't realize that we could all finish this already. Like I just wish that we could just finish this, get this effing first project done, so we could friggin' move on and start a friggin' empire together, start a dynasty. But it's like you procrastinate. You don't want to support me, all right? You know what? Look, you know what? You're stepping on your own foot, and that's what you don't realize. You think that like I'm some kind of a con man. I'm trying to do things to win, V for victory. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm sick of these mother effers, Ken Griffin, friggin' Gary Gensler. I'm sick of these mother effers taking advantage of us. Okay, I want to be the boss. I want you to be the boss. I want us to run the show. But it's like, I don't know. I guess I can't get through to all. I'm trying to get through to you, but I can't. I haven't proved, but let me prove myself. Let me prove myself. You're telling me I haven't proven myself. V for victory, Back to the Future. I love this guy. Oh, the movie Heat was great. That was a great movie. Actually, I just watched that 2 days ago, me and my family. I love that movie. I love that part where Al Pacino and Robert De Niro were sitting down in the restaurant, and both of them were saying, "Listen, I just want to tell you something. You understand that if that moment comes and I got to take you out, I'm going to take you out. And Robert De Niro says, well, I just want you to know the feeling is mutual. If I get that opportunity, I'll take you out. But it so happened that Al Pacino was the one who won, and he took out Robert De Niro at the end. Li- Listen to me, Vladimir. What you don't understand is this. What you don't understand is this. Everybody deserves a chance. Okay, I just want a chance. Let me look. if if I fail, then you have the right to break my balls the way you're breaking my balls. But I deserve a chance. You know, it's like you're already judging me before I did anything. You're judging me. You're like, it's gonna fail. It's gonna fail. It's gonna fail. I need a chance. Let me do it, and then if I fail, judge me. But maybe I won't fail, and I might shock you. How could I prove myself? I don't have billions of dollars, Vladimir. Listen to me. To do what I want to do, it's billions and billions of dollars. Okay, how I don't have the money, so the only thing I could do is I need help. I need support. I need to reach millions and millions. I need to get a congregation here. I need to get an audience of millions of people. That's what I got to do. I got to keep working my ass off. I got to keep working my ass off. That's it. That's all I could do. But what you're not understanding, Vladimir, is that look, every video I'm making, every live stream I'm making, people are really starting to hear about this project. And you know what? It's starting to become very familiar to them now. I know you don't realize it. Back to the Future realizes it. I'm making progress. Like I see it in the comment section. People are now saying V for victory, V for victory, V for victory. So it's like I'm implanting it in their heads. And this is what you don't realize. I am working. Okay? I'm implanting V for victory in their minds. And slowly but surely, it's going to hit. It's not the same 10 people. I have almost 9 million views. Okay? I have almost 12.7 thousand subscribers. Stop being an idiot. Trades for days. Life is too short. I'm going for the big picture. V for victory. Life is too short. Like, you know what Donald Trump once said? He once said this. He said, it takes the same amount of effort. This is what he said, right? To buy a small little house and renovate it, get financing and all that stuff. He goes, it takes the same amount of effort to do that than to do a multi-billion-dollar project. It's the same effort. He goes, you still got to, do the same process. So I'd rather go for the big goals. I wish there was a way I could take Back to the Future and somehow clone him into a billion people. This would be done already. Why can't I do that? Why can't I take Back to the Future and clone him? Denial is a hell of a drug. Well, what am I in denial in? What am I in denial? I'm not in denial. Well, then it will never happen. You shouldn't say never, Trades for Days, because throughout my life, I've done a lot of amazing things. That would be cool, right? If I could make a billion of you Back to the Future. Just, that would be awesome, man. Anyway, it's over an hour. I think it's time to call this live stream. This is the end. I will close if I could. My only friend, Back to the Future. The end. Tommy, you came at the end. I'm leaving, Tommy. Tommy always shows up at the end. I'm sorry, Tommy. I'll say hi to Jen, Back to the Future. You're late to the party, but you can rewind the tape and watch the live stream. Everything I said on this live stream is not financial advice. I am not see, this is called the disclaimer. I am not a financial planner. It is not financial advice. Everything I said is for entertainment purposes only. V for victory. And remember, super chats are not investments. They are not donations. They are tips for entertainment purposes only. God bless. Thank you again, Back to the Future, for your support. I love you, brother. I love you, Tommy. I love everybody, even my haters, because you keep giving me views. You keep doing that.